everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 worst Sony movies. Yes, in my last video, I did the best Sony movies, in my opinion. Now it's the worst movies. The worst Sony movies, sorry, in my opinion. I feel depressed and tired and exhausted just even thinking about this top 10 list because Sony makes some horrendous pile of garbage films, and I don't even want to talk about them because talking about them acknowledges that they exist, and I don't want to acknowledge that these movies exist, but you know what? I made a best video. I have to do a worst video, so here we go. Here's the top 10 worst Sony movies, in my opinion. And for a top 10 list, you gotta have your dishonorable mentions. And my dishonorable mentions are I really cleared my voice for this one because there's a few. Alright, let's get to it. The dishonorable mentions are Passengers, The Fifth Wave, Aloha, Inferno, Chappie, RoboCop, White House Down, Total Recall, The Amazing Spider-Man, Eat, Pray, Love, Grown Ups, Grown Ups 2, The Bounty Hunter, and The Fog. Those are all like the remake versions, like RoboCop, Total Recall. You guys get it. All garbage films. Just couldn't make the top 10 list, but did make my top 10 was my number 10. My number 10 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yes, The Amazing Spider-Man is overrated. Some people think that's the good Garfield one. That's a good film. That's a quality film. No, it's not a good movie in my opinion. But at least everyone could acknowledge, they can acknowledge that this movie is a huge pile of ass. Like, this movie is fucking terrible. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 has no creativity, has no good action scenes or good character moments. Like, it's just a shitty-ass movie. It's one of the worst superhero movies. It's definitely, like, top 20 worst superhero movies. It is so bad. Garfield is trying. That is, like, the only redeeming thing about this movie. Garfield is trying. That's it, though. Like, the action's stupid. The villains are a joke. Green Goblin looks hysterically awful. And Electro, Jamie Foxx is a great actor, but him as Electro was just embarrassing. You missed my birthday, Spider-Man. Time to blow out my birthday candles. Oh, it's like, what? This is Electro? Electro is a great Spider-Man villain. My God, I don't know what I was watching when I watched Electro, Jamie Foxx's Electro, but it was stupid. It was really dumb. I didn't like Emma Stone in the movie. Like, she dies at the end. Oh my God. And just, I didn't even understand how she dies. Did she, like, hit her head off the pavement? If she did, why is there no blood? Is it because it's a PG-13 film? I don't know. I didn't get it. They even, like, shoved a rhino in the film. And again, he's so over the top. Ah, Spider-Man. Ah. It's Paul Giamatti. Come on. It's Paul Giamatti. He's a great actor. Why are you making him look like a ridiculous clown? Just everything about this movie is stupid. The visuals aren't good. The action is very good. The story is very interesting. It's too long. It's too dumb. It's one of the worst Sony movies in my opinion. It's just a stupid movie. Coming number 9 is one of the worst Christmas movies I've ever had to sit through, and I've sit through it a few times, a few too many, and it's pretty unbearable, but yeah, it's Christmas with the Cranks. Yes, this is based off the John Grisham novels, the guy who gave us like A Time to Kill and The Client and Pelican Brief. He also wrote Christmas with the Cranks. Christmas with the Cranks. I think it was called Skipping Christmas, but whatever. I never read the novel. I didn't care to read the novel. I heard it's not bad, but this movie is garbage with Jamie Lee Curtis and Tim Allen and a bunch of other actors I don't give a shit about in this movie. Dan Aykroyd. Oh my God, what a waste of a Dan Aykroyd. I've never seen a more pointless performance by Dan Aykroyd since Blues Brothers 2000 in Ghostbusters, the remake. But anyways, this movie's not good. It's a very selfish, very unlikable movie. It doesn't have the Christmas charm or the Christmas spirit. It's just a bunch of two assholes that want to skip Christmas and just hate everyone who celebrates Christmas. And it's about this, like, town, this community. They're, like, offended that these couple, they're skipping Christmas. Like, they're offended. Why are they offended? Like, get a life. Who cares if these people are skipping Christmas? It's just, it's the stupidest story. It's so dumb. It's so unrealistic. The ending makes little to no sense, and just, I don't like this movie. It's so unlikable. It has no Christmas charm or Christmas spirit. It never puts me in the Christmas mood. Like, this movie's almost like a middle finger to Christmas, so I hate this movie. It's not funny. It's not clever. It's not even good for families or anybody. It's just a bad movie. Coming number 8 is After Earth. Yes, After Earth. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. This is one of his worst films. It's not Airbender bad, but it's still a bad movie. Will Smith as Lieutenant Cypher Rage. Wow, it's a pretty bad name. One of the worst names in the sci-fi film. But yeah, he's terrible. Will Smith is a great actor, but he's awful in this film. Jaden Smith. Why would you make Jaden Smith try to carry a film? Like, that's just a bad idea. I'm not a coward. You're the coward. I am acting. Yeah, the visuals aren't really good. The CGI looks really bloated and just it looks so fake looking. I don't like the story. I don't like this father-son relationship. It's so dull. It's so monotone. This is bland Shyamalan. This is the Shyamalan that I don't like and I can't stand. Split, he made up for Split, but this one it's so terrible. Coming number 7 is The Smurfs 2. Yes, this is Smurf shit. Yeah, this is utter Smurf garbage. Smurf me up the Smurf. I'd rather get smurfed off the Smurf than watch this Smurfing movie. This movie's not good. The first Smurfs movie, the live-action animated, yeah, the live-action one, the first one was garbage. This one's even more painful to sit through. NPH is phoning it in even more. They bring in Brendan Gleeson in the film. Hank Azaria is just so awful in this movie as Gargamel. He was so unfunny in the first one, but he's even more unfunny in this movie. I just didn't give a shit about the Smurfette story and the villains, and oh my god, I was never a Smurfs fan in general. At least Smurfs The Lost Village, the one that came out this year, it's not a good movie, but at least it's more loyal to the source material. I don't know what these Smurfs movies are, they're just, I don't know, just product placement, that's all it is. It's product placement for Sony. The first one was garbage, but the second one's even more unbearable to watch, and it's definitely one of my least favorites. Coming number 6 is a tie between two very god-awful Adam Sandler films, and that's Just Go With It and Bucky Larson Born to Be a Star. Bucky Larson doesn't have Adam Sandler in it, but it's his production company, and he did write the film, so it still counts. It still reeks of Adam Sandler, and when Adam Sandler tries to be crude, it reeks of crude Adam Sandler, which means juvenile and idiotic. And yeah, these movies are both really bad comedy movies. Just Go With It is a stupid romantic comedy with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Like, it's about him, he's in love with this girl, but then he has to lie to her because he lies that he has an ex-wife and children. I don't know why he even lies to her. Why doesn't he just tell her the truth? The whole movie just makes no sense. And the lies he tells her, I don't know how stupid this girl is, but she falls for every lie he makes up. I don't know how dumb this girl is. I'm like, who would fall for these lies? Like, how stupid are these people? Some of the dumbest characters in this movie, just unrealistic scenarios they go through and stuff. Nick Swartzen is just as unfunny as Rob Schneider in any of Adam Sandler's films, and yeah, Just Go With It, just a terrible romantic comedy. Bucky Larson Born to Be a Star is a stupid movie about pornography. Again, Nick Swartzen, like, stop trying to make Nick Swartzen happen. He's not gonna happen. He's like Fetch. It's not going to happen. These movies are just garbage. They're just incredibly unfunny, and they're just a painful to watch. Coming number 5 is another really painful, god-awful comedy film. That's the movie Sex Tape. Sex Tape sounds pretty sexy, huh? It's got Cameron Diaz, Jason Segel. Jason Segel lost a lot of weight in this movie. He looks actually pretty cool and looks really good. Cameron Diaz is very attractive. This could be a funny movie, a pretty sexy movie. No, it's a stupid, stupid movie. I don't know who's more bored watching this movie, we the audience or the two main characters. When I watched this movie, Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel just look so uninterested in this movie. There's like zero investment, zero intrigue in the film. It looks like they're suffering with us through this film. That's how bad this movie is. That's how horribly written this film is, and just how horribly unfunny this movie is. Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz are both awful. They have zero chemistry with each other, and it's a stupid premise and an awful story. And again, it has a lot of product placement for no reason, just to promote Sony. And yeah, this is just a corporate sellout film. It just has sex tape. It's this crude, raunchy comedy with zero laughs, zero jokes, and zero entertainment value. Fuck this movie. Coming number 4 is Pixels. Yes, another Adam Sandler movie. Okay, Just Go With It and Bucky Larson are worse films, in my opinion. I think they are worse films, but when it comes to Sony, I think this is just a more insulting film, especially because it's about video games and stuff, classic video games and stuff. I think those two movies are way worse movies than Pixels, but Pixels just is a more insulting film to sit through. Like, especially if you love classic arcade video games, this movie just ruins your childhood if you grew up with Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and Q*bert and Super Mario Brothers. This movie just doesn't get it at all. This movie is just so stupid, and it has has horrible CGI, horrible effects, a terrible story, shitty characters, confusing plot elements, has a waste of a Peter Dinklage, has a waste of a Josh Gad. He can be funny. Adam Sandler, Kevin James just keep going through these shitty Happy Madison movies and giving zero laughs, zero charm, zero charisma, and just not giving a shit. Like, even Adam Sandler in this movie, it doesn't look like he's giving a shit. Like, everything about this movie is so generic and cliche and predictable, and they had to just bring in classic video games in this film. I think this movie could have worked if it had it more. It's directed by Chris Columbus, but again, he had a shitty screenplay to work with. If this was written by, like, a talented writer and directed by a really good director, even Chris Columbus, the movie could have worked, but it reeks of Adam Sandler, so it's, of course, a garbage film. Coming number 3 is the movie Geely. Geely. This is hands down one of the worst comedy films I probably have ever sat through. This is my number 2. Ben Affleck is terrible. Jennifer Lopez. Jenny from the Block. She's in this movie. This is when they were dating, the Bennifer stage, but yeah, this is a terrible movie. It's a shitty crime comedic film with a waste of performances by Ben Affleck, Justin Bartha, and Al Pacino. Really awkward scene with Al Pacino. This is directed by Martin Brest. Martin Brest is a great filmmaker. He did, like, what's that movie? Midnight Run and Beverly Hills Cop and stuff. Like, he makes some quality films. Scent of a Woman. This is just a stupid movie with terrible performances, zero charm, zero wit. Just not a good film. Coming number 2 is probably one of my least favorite comedies of all time and the worst Adam Sandler movie I've ever sat through. That's Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill, again, another movie with product placement with Sony and Coca-Cola and Dunkin' Donuts. Another waste of an Al Pacino. Oh my god, it was painful to watch Al Pacino in this movie. Adam Sandler playing 2 characters is stupid enough. Like, he plays Adam Sandler and he plays his twin sister. He's just want to play sister with your sister. Imagine hearing that voice for 95 minutes. My god, I just want to fucking blow my brains out when I see this movie. Dennis Dugan is a hack of a filmmaker. He got lucky with Happy Gilmore. That's about it. This movie is so dumb, so stupid, so unfunny. I don't even want to talk about it, so let's go to number 1. This movie's just fucking terrible. And the number 1 worst Sony movie, in my opinion, is the fucking Emoji Movie. The Emoji Movie. Yes, I just did a review of it. I freaked the hell out in that review. I apologize if you enjoyed it. You're welcome, but still, I'll leave a link down to the review. I did a whole review of this movie and how much I despised this anus of a film. It's hands down the worst movie I've probably seen this year. It's worse than Norm of the North. I didn't think a movie could be worse than Norm of the North. This movie succeeded. It is so bad. The animation, the story, the premise, the characters, everything in this movie is wrong. It has, like, all these products. Oh, Candy Crush and Facebook and YouTube and all these cool apps. Ugh, so dumb, just so stupid. It's about an emoji named Gene, and he has other emotions, but he has to be just meh. I don't give a shit. Like, I can't stand these characters. I didn't like the High Five or Anna Faris's character, the robber chick, and these characters were stupid and cliched and stereotypical. It's everything about this movie is just a rip-off of other great Disney films like Inside Out and Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, this movie is just, it pains me to even talk about this movie. It pains me as a society that we made an emoji movie. Like, really, an emoji movie. A freaking emoji movie. Like, they're gonna make something stupid. Now, they can make a movie out of anything. They're gonna make a Boggleheads movie, a deck of cards movie, a ketchup movie, a stickers movie. Like, they can make a movie out of anything now. Lamps, the movie. Like, they can make a movie out of anything now. Now that they made the emoji movie, anything's possible, and it's just sad, and it's a little scary for film, so yeah. Emoji Movie, garbage, shit, stupid, one of the worst animated films I've ever watched, and hands down the worst Sony movie, in my opinion. So yeah, that was my top 10 worst Sony movies, in my opinion, so in the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this top 10 list? If not, what do you think are the worst Sony movies in your opinion? Give me your top 10 least favorite Sony movies of all time, comment below, let me know, and this little Schwitz video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.